All right, good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful, shiny morning in Chicago, and my name is Dr. Marina Kostina, and I welcome you to the G Zone interview series. And today I have an incredible guest, Jacqueline Purdle, or Freaky Healer. Hi, Jacqueline. How are you?
Hi, Marina. I'm fabulous. It's beautiful here too. I'm in Maryland. So thank you for having me. I'm really excited to create this wonderful with you.
You are amazing because we had technology issues and you just handled it like a true healer with no stress, no frustration.
Well,
yeah, so thank you very much.
Resistance, with no resistance.
Thank you, which is the topic of today's conversation, right? The topic of today's conversation is what you resist persists and how resistance affects our life. Okay. So before we start, I'm just curious. Why do you call yourself Freaky Healer? Can we hear that explanation, please?
Yeah, it's not even such a whatever movie star reason or anything. I've been doing the way I've been working with people and just doing my life and being in my life and living my life always since a long time through my intuition and through what I'm guided with. And a lot of times it doesn't make sense, but I just know better to just follow it. And in like 2006 or even a little bit before that, I just started thinking like, okay, so I'm working professionally, helping people, and I just wanted to have a kind of like a name that is my house, right? So I'm in the house, but I'm actually going with a house. I wanted a house, and I asked, so all right, a house, what shall it be called? And there was Freaky Healer. It was just given to me, an inspiration, and I'm like, but it makes sense because the way I help people, the way I live my life is, a little on the freaky side in the way that you got to come with an open mind. You got to let go of anything you've ever thought, and even if it doesn't make sense, you just, when you work with me, don't worry, I won't be like harsh or anything, but it's just to have an open mind and be a little on the freaky side. And it's really wonderful because it served me well so far, because when people look at me, for the people that are rather not working in that way, they're already not even coming. So it's kind of like a nice sifting, so people know what to expect, and people say, oh, wait a minute, who is she, right? So it sets the tone. Yes,
absolutely. And I love that that is how you also eliminate any unnecessary resistance from people who might have expectations from you, right? You're not for everybody. We're not for everybody.
No.
Absolutely. And I love that you are confident in your world, and you are so understanding who you are, that you're not afraid to kind of say, tell other people that, they can go and work with somebody else who matches them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sorry. I am really here for the world.
Wonderful.
And there are many different types of worlds out there, and I'm really here. My work is for the world, for whoever the world that wants it, right?
Wonderful. So. Yeah. So talking about resistance, there is an expression that what you resist persists, right? So what do you think? Do you agree with this expression? Do you not agree? How it is reflected in the lives of your clients or yourself?
Right. Well, I do agree. It's like, because tell you what, whatever you focus on, that just gets bigger, and it gets your focus. It takes over your momentum, and whatever you're focusing on, that's also through the energy and frequency you're then dealing with it, right? So if you resist something really hard, that takes over your focus, and then you're living your life through that focus of that resistance, whatever you're resisting, which means it's not gonna be the way you want it, like how you're handling it, right? How you get up in the morning, you don't want to go to work the next day, and you resist this and you focus on that. Well, you're gonna get up in the morning, put your feet on the ground in that frequency of resisting it. I don't want to go and everything. Well, your day already starts like that, and most likely will go through that. So your experience of that day will be through that frequency. So yes, and that makes it bigger and bigger, right? So I do really, I do agree with that. That it's just persists.
But do you think there is any room for resistance in our lives? And is there any positive effect, of resistance for us?
In reality, no. Now, there is a trick though. So, resisting something is the opposite of feeling good, right? And in my eyes, we're here to feel good, to figure out how to feel good, right? Be it with many different ways, however you feel good, focusing on your breath or going shopping, it's like you have to feel good, right? Because when you are feeling good and you're the happiest you can be, you aid yourself, you aid the world, you make the world a better place. It's like, that's how it is. So, if you resist, you don't feel good, right? Now, if you resist something and then you get mad at yourself because you're resisting it, it's better than you just say, you know what, I just accept, I acknowledge that resistance, I accept, respect, appreciate, thank, and love my resistance, because it's still a powerful energy you have to resist something, right? And then go from there, and that creates like a peaceful state, and then go from there. So it's best to not resist, but not fight your resistance, because then so in that way, it's better to then just leave your resistance be, and kind of balance it out and neutralize it with saying, you know what, it is what it is. I'm just going to go make myself feel better.
Got it. And also our resistance shows us those internal conflicts we might have, right? So it's a guidance system of what we can,
clean up.
Clean up.
Yeah.
All right. So, I know you also have Reiki attunement. And when we are attuned to Reiki, we're taught to get out of our own way, and I think that whole thing of being in our own way, that's what creates resistance often, because we think that there is a better version of what it is right now, right? That is what resistance is. What are some strategies? Can you give us 3 top strategies you use for yourself and you use with your clients to sort of get out of our own way in our own life,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have 3 basic things that I live by myself. Like, I just do that, my family, my clients. One is to really live a pressure-free life, which means you gotta let go of the expectations. Gotta let go of all expectations, because expectations a lot of times come from your mind and old beliefs, and it's like that's in your way. So to get out of your way, to let go of these expectations. I have wishes and dreams too, and you know what? I let them go. Oh, I live them, visualize them, let them go, and then that's it. Then I move on, and then I let go of any expectation and how it has to be, because most likely it's going to be different anyway. I mean, it's still going to happen, but maybe a different way. So that's how I get out of my way. The other thing is to live a resistance-free life. I acknowledge the situation. I accept, respect, appreciate, thank, and love what is. And that gets me into a feeling good frequency. And that gets me out of my own way. And the third thing is to really create a healthy happiness environment in all of me. All of me means my body. I take good care of my body, right? And I take good care of my mind, right? I'm acknowledging the thoughts, and I play with them. I work with them to shift with them from not so aiding me to the ones that aid me. And then in my soul, right, I do a lot of things that touch my heart. So I nourish my soul. And then, of course, consciousness now, right? What is going right for me right now? So I create a healthy happiness environment in all of me, and that gets me out of my way because I'm too busy feeling good,
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, absolutely. And I agree with you. When you feel good, you kind of expand that space for other possibilities. But when we feel bad, then everything, even a little thing, adds up, and we have that resistance. So I am totally with you. And I also teach my clients that, you got to create a system of happiness. It's a system. You got to do it regularly. What do you invest in? So maybe for you guys, for who is watching our video, create that beautiful, soul, mind, and body strategies that make you feel good, and just use them every day. Right?
And commit to it. Like, really, I commit to it every single day in the evening already when I go to sleep that I am feeling good. I commit to it, I practice it, and I create a passion for it, right? Like it's, to me, it's an artful lifestyle. And then I get all passionate up and fired up how good I feel. Sure, there are days where it's a little bit on the harder side, but it's just a practice. And the more you feel good, the more your passion grows, and the more you attract all this good stuff. It's this rolling ball that gets bigger and bigger, and that's where the focus is.
The same way we go spiral down, the same way we can go spiral up. It's just a habit, right? It's just a habit. Yes. Absolutely. Well, my last question to you, because we are limited with time today, but yogis say that nothing that we really, really want is upstream, is the downstream that we find what our true desires are, right? And we as a society, we climb that ladder, we are trying to push and pursue our supposedly dreams, only to see that, and I know in my life it happened before, only to see that once I get there, that's not what I want. What do you think about that? And what is your approach to this?
To really go with your heart. Mm-hmm. To me, what your heart feels, not your mind, what your heart feels, what makes you feel good is really the right stream for you. Because when you go upstream and then it turns into hard work and struggle and everything, and then you start resisting, you start resentment, and it's that focus of you're not even enjoying it, right? It's really that's not the way to go. That's not the way to go. It's not going to get you to that inner peace and to that inner health and these good thoughts. And where you walk down the street and you hear a bird and you're like, man, that's the most beautiful thing ever. That bird is singing for me. That is where that's the right stream for you. And it's unique for everyone, right? It's unique for you to go with your heart stream. How about that? Go with your heart stream and just listen to what makes you feel good, because that is where the gold lays. Really, that is where it is, right?
Absolutely. Unfortunately, our society doesn't really, support that. But, this is something that we really need to, it is a little bit rebellious, this approach, I found, even though it seems very smooth downstream, all yogi kind of meditative state. But you gotta really stand your truth and understand, first of all, what your heart feels, because often, especially women who come to me, we're so conditioned to give to everybody else that we don't know what our heart wants for us.
Right.
And that is that thing, so but I agree.
Maybe if I could just add something else. So, okay, let's say you are in a tough situation, and you want to do something completely different. You're doing right now something that you don't want to do, and you want to really do something different, but you have to do it because that happens in my life too. Stuff, you got to do what you got to do. Then you have that power to go inside, to focus on your beautiful breath that makes this life possible, to your blood pumping through your beautiful body, that power and strength in there. You can always, if there's a situation, a circumstances that you just can't change right now, you can go inward, focus on this amazing being you are, and then basically live inside there a little bit. And whenever you can change it, then acknowledge it, accept, respect, appreciate, thank you, love it, no resistance, and then it will shift on the outside too, and then you can make change when you can. You don't have to stick with this not feeling good, even if the circumstances are not right. Yeah,
absolutely. Jacqueline, we have a couple of minutes here, and there are people here who are very active. Hey guys, everybody's up and this beautiful day. So Eileen says, hello, goddesses. Hello, Eileen. You two are so awesome, how informative, and how you two can help out a lot in this world. Thank you, my beautiful Eileen. Dennis asks, also, that's a good suggestion. Also, it makes sense to do one thing. Before you go to bed, imagine how good your day can be tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Prepare the night before. Yes.
Thank you, Denise. Yes. That's very, very good. Denise also asked Jacqueline, what sign are you? Taurus?
No, I'm a Libra.
You're a Libra. Okay, so here we go. I don't know why you chose Taurus. I wouldn't think Taurus either. But Libra, also, you're a freaky Libra.
Yeah, oh my gosh, you're so good. I'm a freaky
Really Libra to me, but hey, we create our own version of anything that we want, including the astrological signs, right?
Yeah.
Jacqueline, thank you so much. I'm going to post the link to our article that is already written and published in Thrive Global and Authority Magazine. Beautiful article with you. Thank you so very much for joining us today and for your time. And please connect with Jacqueline. You have the information and, just get this wisdom from her. So thank you. Oh, Denise says that this is why he liked you, because he is a Virgo.
Oh.
All right. I'm glad that's how much goodness and love going on already in the air at 8 o'clock here in the morning.
Yeah.
And this is awesome. Well, thank you so much. We hope that you join us on our weekly interview series. And thank you so much, Jacqueline. We'll see you very soon.
Thank you for having me. You're amazing.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.